Good morning, everyone. Modern Country Mama here saying hi. And today is a little different. Beverage break. Coffee. As you can tell, we are not at our little house anymore. If you can hear the noise in the background, I'm pretty sure that's the garbage collector, so sorry. We are currently staying with my mother-in-law. She's being very gracious at our time of need. We are, as I said,
not in our little house anymore.
We are actually in limbo. We are continually getting the runaround, being jerked around, whatever euphemism you want to use. We are not happy campers. And things are moving forward finally. Don't get me wrong. We finally, and I mean finally, got our certificate of occupancy. This entire time, we have been waiting and waiting. But again, we finally have our certificate of occupancy. Hopefully today we will get our power hooked up to the house. And if that happens, hopefully we can get our final closing, our modified closing in this week. And hopefully by the weekend get in. But we've been hearing about the inspection being approved already and just waiting for certain paperwork to get done for like 2 weeks now, which is why we moved out of our little, drama between the animals, which is why we moved out of our little house, expecting to get into our bigger house, our final home. And obviously it's not happened because we're not there. Something about coffee makes you feel better. Okay, so that's the sort of update on the house. As for homeschooling, 2 weeks ago now, when we thought we were moving to officially move out of our place, we started moving things into the actual home because we were told we could do that so long as we just don't live there. Honestly, who's going to live in a house in Florida without any electricity, with the ability to flush toilets or anything like that? Beyond me. But yeah, kept warning us, don't live there, don't live there. Okay, you got it. So we moved our things in, fully expecting by the following week to get in. So I only did 2 days of schooling because we literally did 5 days in a row of moving, so we didn't have to get a moving van. And of course, on the 5th day was birthday party. And that was after the hurricane. The hurricane Hermine, came right through and kind of messed things up for us. But things got done, and that's all that really counts. This past week, we did a lesson out of the curriculum, which was okay. Being here in my mother-in-law's house, which she is so gracious. If you hear me being exasperated or sound frustrated, it's because we don't want to overstay our welcome. Especially when we're thinking, we're going to leave soon, so we won't impose for at least very long. And things are just moving along the way they're moving along at a snail's pace. So we're just, again, so very grateful. She's being very open with her house since, let's face it, renting a hotel room would just drain us financially for as long as this is taking. Quite honestly, we're probably never ever going to be building again because this is an incredibly frustrating journey. Certain things we definitely expected, and, while it was frustrating, we took it in stride, but there have been definite delays on the county's part, on the bank's part, and on the builder's part, and it's all adding up to a great amount of frustration and unhappiness. I'll just put it that way. That's right, I fogged up my glasses. This next couple weeks in homeschooling, for her reading her book assignment, Monkey is reading The Witch of Blackbird Pond, and reading the description on the back cover, it actually sounds really exciting, so I'm thinking maybe I'm going to make it a read aloud between the two of us, and because either that or I'm going to steal the book later on because it sounds really cute. It's about if I remember, it's about a girl whose grandparents were raising her, passed away, and this is way back in colonial times when the Puritans were still, really strong in the colonies, and she ends up having to move in with a relative that she didn't really know she had, and they were part of the Puritans, and has a really hard time of it, and because of a friend she makes who kind of reminds her of her grandparents, that woman is accused of witchcraft, and she has to decide whether to continue being friends or to be accused a witch herself. So, again, to me it sounds pretty darn interesting. For everyone who's subscribed to me lately, whether you're from the VHC or however you found me, thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot to me. I know I haven't reached 25 subscribers yet, and it might sound silly, but thank you. It's pretty cool, actually. For those who are new, whether you came in through the VHC or you've been watching my home videos, how the house is being built, and the updates and all that. If you're curious about the channel, what direction I'm going to be going in once the house build is done, I have decided that I will be doing probably what's considered homesteading for the YouTube community. To me, I'm pretty much going to be calling it living old school, because in many ways it's the way I grew up, and it's definitely the way my parents and grandparents grew up. They call it farming. They didn't call it homesteading. But you grew a garden, and you relied on neighbors for things you didn't grow, and you raised some of your animals and you butchered them yourselves. In fact, my parents, before I or my brother came along, raised pigs and would slaughter them in the late fall so that they could have food over the winter. And I do not, again, this was before my time. If they did it at all when I was young, I was literally a baby, and I have no recollection of that whatsoever. But for my family personally, we plan on raising a garden, which I'm incredibly frustrated over because, again, we should be in the house already, and now's the perfect time in Florida to start a garden. I wanted to grow tomatoes and green peppers and a lot of herbs. Can't do that now probably till spring. As for the animals we would like to raise, we have chosen chickens for sure, and emu. Emu are a relative to the ostrich, and they are raised for their feathers. They are raised for the oil. If you've ever heard of emu oil, it literally comes from their fat. Pretty much you render it just like you would render tallow from a cow or goat or lard from a pig. And it's got actually quite a bit of healing properties, and you can do a simple Google search on that and find out the benefits of emu oil. And then, of course, another use emus have are for meat. And that is essentially the reason, the last two are the essential reasons we plan on raising emu, for their meat and then for their oil as well, because my husband has chronic pain from injuries he sustained while he was in the Navy. He's got arthritis, and he's got degenerative arthritis in a lot of joints, especially in the spine, so he literally lives in pain every day. And if I can grow some arnica and render some emu oil so I can help him feel better and get some decent sleep, I'm going to do it. So you feel free to judge me all you want about raising and killing animals. Just please, if you're going to be a hater, do it quietly. Or don't eat meat yourself. So I got that out of the way. Where else will my channel be going? I'm going to continue to vlog about homeschooling. Not necessarily because I feel like I have a mission to tell other people. Necessarily, it's more for myself to keep family members who don't live near me up to date with what's going on in our homeschool, and also to help broaden the community. I've joined the VHC, and I will be doing the assignments. I already did the introduction, and I'll go ahead and link that if you want to see, but I will be doing the other assignments once we're settled into the house. Again, we thought we'd be there already, and I thought I'd be doing more homeschooling videos, more VHC assignments. I thought I'd be crafting already. For those of you who don't know, I actually am a small-time soaper, just like I guess you would call it a hobby soaper. And I haven't made soap in literal months. I think the last time I made soap was back around my birthday in May. Or maybe it was April even. And here it is, October. I'm dying to make some soap, even if it's only just my coconut soap so I can make my laundry detergent. I'm running really low on my soap. At least for the laundry, anyway, I'm running low. If you guys would like to see how I do my laundry soap homemade recipe for the bar and the detergent, just leave a comment below, and so I know there's a demand for that, and I'll be glad to make a video for that, but I don't want to bore you guys if that's not something you want to watch. So, yes to future videos of soap making for sure. I will be doing that. I am thinking I will actually start to sell my laundry soap, my laundry bar soap, and or the entire detergent later on in 2017, spring-ish. We'll see how things go and where we're sitting at financially and all that other stuff. So videos for sure that you will see in the future. Crafty soap videos, homeschool videos, gardening, raising animals, And I had another one that just zipped right out, left the station. So anyway, those you can expect to see from me in the future. As of right now, this is an update, a beverage break. I should have made that just a little bit Irish instead of just regular coffee. Was as stressed out as I'm getting just talking about this stuff. So, I know this was disorganized. Please excuse me. I woke up not too long ago, and yeah, obviously my first cup of coffee for the day. I will keep you guys updated on the craziness that is my life. And I hope to see comments, see more subscribers in the future. It would be awesome. And anything you like, feel free to share it or hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what y'all think. If you have any suggestions for me for future videos or you have questions, shoot them my way. I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great one.